Hello ladies, I am back today and I am Lisa Philippi. Today I wanted to kind of do a craft with me project where I am working on a little Christmas journal. This one is going to be this size. This is, let me get a ruler. Let's see, if I did this like this, it is going to be about 6 1/4 inches by about 5 inches, right in there. So it's gonna be a little bit like where it will be opening this way. So it's not gonna be real big. This will be the size of the front cover. And then I'm gonna trim off that little excess right there because I wanted to have a little bit for the spine. This is a file folder from Office Max that I coffee dyed, and then we're gonna also be adding layers of paper to this and reinforcing. So that's what I'm gonna start with as my base. This is kind of what I'm working with as my ideas. So this is a little image that was from ShabbyCottageStudio in a Christmas set that I just recently bought. And then this is the back of a book cover. I just got this book at an estate sale for $1, and the cover was basically falling off of it. So I decided to use the back of it because I think I'm going to use the front cover for something, a different project down the line. And I'm going to kind of layer it like this, but I'm probably either going to use some cheesecloth or some lace here between this image and the book cover. So I just thought if you want, you can watch as I craft here. So I've got my glues, and make sure I do have all my glue. I have my glues here and my ink here with my, so I've got everything to kind of get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this paper onto here, and I'm going to let that wrap around to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and use this glue for that, and hopefully this is not clogged. This is the 3-in-1 glue that I have put into this other bottle, where you just get a much better precision tip. I don't remember the name of the bottle exactly, but I know I got it on Amazon. It came as a 2-pack, and someone told me about it. And of course, right now, as I start, it wants to be finicky. Okay. I hope everyone is doing well. I just want to say while I'm doing this, thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel. It is just truly amazed me how much everyone has left comments and have been so nice. It just really keeps you going and makes you want to do more. I had no idea that this was gonna do this well. I really started this just to have as a way that if I had my books on sale in my Etsy shop, that someone could come to the YouTube page and see more than just the pictures that they allow you to put on Etsy. But I've gotten such a good response that it's made me want to do more. So here I am. I just enjoy crafting very much and wish that I could share it with more people. I used to teach classes back when there were scrapbook stores around, but since all of those scrapbook stores have all closed, that has gone away. But I do enjoy getting together with friends and doing crafting when that is you know, convenient, when we're not busy. But unfortunately life gets in the way and we get really busy so many times. And I do hope that this video turns out okay, because today is a very rainy, dark, and cloudy day here. So I've got lots of lights trying to compensate for not having good sunlight. And then I'm going to use like a card here to try to smooth this out some. This one's not as good. I could also use this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't go for a perfect look because I'm going to shabby it up with other stuff anyway to ink it and roughen up the edges. Get my fold back in. Okay. And then this is what a lot of times I do is I go around the edges with scissors. And this background paper is from Everlasting Journals. On Instagram, she's Christy Everlasting Journals, but her Etsy shop is Everlasting Journals on Etsy. And I do really like her digitals as well. And I have a tendency to really just love the Victorian style, which lends itself to a lot of her backgrounds. So that's why I'm using this one with this. So I'm just going to kind of see how that's going to look to make sure. I may need to trim a little bit more off of this book cover. Let me do that real quick here. Let me see if that took enough off. Yeah, I think that's good right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim the back of this as well, the back part of this. And I'm going to put some more paper back here that's going to cover the rest of that up. And then we'll sew in our papers here on the spine. But I'm going to ink and I know that this is kind of a slow process to watch, so I don't know if y'all know this trick, but on YouTube, if you go to the touch your screen, and at the top of the screen, at the top right, there's a little gear. And if you tap on that gear, it opens up different options. And one of those options is either watching speed or playing speed. And you can watch your videos in like either slow it down to get like a slow motion if you're really trying to watch something intensely, or you can speed it up and watch it like, 1.5 or 1.75 or even 2 times the speed. So if you get a little bored with watching the process of this, you can always speed up the play speed. I do tend to get quiet when I'm crafting. Usually I'll have music or something going in the background. I would really love to hear from you guys when you're crafting. Do you watch TV? Do you listen to music? Or what do you have going on in the background? I do feel like that having the internet and these brings us together and a little bit closer to make you feel like you have more friends that do this. I've met more of my friends, well, pretty much all of my friends from crafting through the years than any other way. As a matter of fact, when I was out shopping yesterday at well, we went to some estate sales, and we went to like a craft antique mall, and I met a girl there yesterday who also was wanting to do or getting into junk journaling. Not too long ago at Canton, I met someone, and so it's just amazing how it is kind of a tight-knit community of ladies that, you know, we enjoy what we do and love sharing what we do, and I really like that. I like to support each other and help each other out in any way we can. Okay, now I have to decide if I want to put this lace down. This is some very old, very fragile lace that is like this. And I just want little bits of it to show underneath here. Kind of like so, I think. So I might move this over just a little bit. Kind of like that. This stuff tears almost, it just almost tears apart. It's very old and very fragile. I'm just going to kind of get a small piece here to work with. A lot of my craft supplies are gotten when I shop at estate sales or antique stores, or when I go to Warrington and Round Top or Canton or any of those type of places to go shopping. Those are my favorite places to find supplies. So I just want a little bit of this to be peeking out. So I'm going to kind of tear these edges. You can see how that just tears. Just kind of have some strings hanging. And And then when I get ready to glue this down, I'm going to probably kind of use a combination of glues, because I do really like, this is actually art glitter glue that I have in here, but I really like that you can get such a fine tip and that it dries very clear, and this is so thin you don't need much to hold it in place. So I can just put just a little bit out. Again, I haven't crafted in like over a week, so this may be clogged up a little bit. There we go. Excuse me. And you can see that I'm kind of only putting the glue in the areas where it's not just that netting showing. glue's coming. And like these pieces, I will save. I know that they're small, but I do use this. And I have used it in multiple other projects. It will be one that when it's all gone, I will be sad. And let's see how this will go. There you go. It's starting to kind of come together with the way I had envisioned. But not everything does come together the way you envisioned it. Sometimes I start out with one thing and it winds up being something different. Because sometimes projects do take on a life of their own. There we go. And then we're going to put that right here on top. Let's get this a little bit better over here. I kind of want to roughen this up and make it look a little more not brand new. I want to make it feel like it's been around for a long time and more vintage. I may want a little bit more thickness to it too. I think that I'm going to make that a little bit thicker, do one more layer. It was already on to cardstock, but I'm going to go ahead and put it onto another layer just to give it some more thickness. Back in. Okay, a little more ink here. I think I'm going to use this one, this glue, I do tend to use a various type of glues for different things. This is not coming out as fast as I want it to. Let's try this one. Okay. Now I have to decide if I like it. And if I don't, then I'll tear it apart and start over. But anyway, at least that's a little bit of a start. I may wind up putting some ribbon or a bow or some flowers or something else on here, but we'll see how this goes, and then maybe I'll stop the video and then come back and show you how it wound up at the end. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate again so much everyone who has liked and subscribed. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye. Okay, so I wound up tearing all of the lace off because I didn't like how it looked after all. So what I decided to do after I got pretty much all the lace taken off is I just wanted to use cheesecloth. I know, after all that, and wasting lace and everything else, but I, have to be happy with the results. So basically what I'm gonna do is just put down some glue here. Again, this is not wanting to come out right. I'm gonna have to go wash that tip, I guess. But I'm just gonna put some glue down, and then I'm just gonna kind of push the cheesecloth into the glue. And I'm not gonna put glue out to the edges, because what I decided is that I want some of that red edge to show completely. I don't want the lace to go, or anything to go all the way out to the edge. So I'm gonna kind of smush it up here, like so. So that you can still see some of that red edge all the way around. And then this would just kind of go here in the middle, and just some of this be on the outside edges like that. So I'm going to bring that one in just a little bit here. More like that, but I'll work with it just a little bit more. Glue all over my fingers, but that's what happens. Okay, yeah, that's more what I had in mind. So now I'm gonna glue this down. One more time. some of that lace that I didn't get off all the way. Okay. So now it should be good. Okay, so that's what my cover is going to look like. Again, I may put a little ribbon or bow or flower for the very end part, but before I do anything else, now what I'm going to work on is doing the rest of the back of the book, the cover, and then I'll get my pages together and sew in my pages and do the inside covers, and I'll kind of come back again and let you see more of the progress as I go from that. Okay, but thanks again for joining me today. Have a great day.